Logan Paul has gone full SJW woke, pandering, bend the knee fool. Let me tell you why that is. All right, let me reel it in a little bit. This is from back in like June when the BLM riots and protests kicked off because of George Floyd. And apparently, Logan Paul wanted to interject himself into these, which it's his First Amendment right to peaceably assemble and free speech. I have no problem with that. The message he conveys is what I have a problem with. Before I get started on that, let me just say I do respect this guy for his hustle, the career he's made for himself, the money he's made. You know, he's got a massive YouTube following. He's made millions and millions of dollars, having fun, living life, hanging out with his buddies, doing what he loves to do. So I respect him for that, respect the hustle, and that's about it. Speaking of YouTube, just getting started out here, as you can tell, I'm not even close to the size of this guy. I'm cool with that. We all got to start somewhere. My goal is 100 subscribers by Christmas. If you guys like to hear common sense, logic, facts, truth, no SJW woke nonsense here. We don't have any safe spaces if your feelings get hurt. If that's what you like to hear, that's how I'm going to bring you these stories. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like what I have to say, share the video, turn on that notification bell so you know when I make new videos, and leave me a comment. Listen, the subscribers I have right now, you guys are awesome. I love the comments you guys are leaving. They're inspiring me and motivating me to keep going. I love the interactions. It's great. So, great little community so far. I'm super grateful for each and every one of you. Subscribe. I would love to have you join me on this journey. I say every video, the world's gone crazy. We got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to bring it to you guys the best I can. Get back to Logan Paul. So, this wasn't his only BLM protest. And the reason I say that is because he's got the BLM sign there, and he's got his black t-shirt in this one. Looks like they're a little Antifa group. No. Um, so there's another protest where he's in different clothing, unless he brought a change of clothes and a different sign, but I doubt it. All right, here you can see Logan. He's got a different shirt on and a different sign. He's got the I can't breathe sign there. Where have I seen this? Looks really familiar. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. This lovely lady has this t-shirt that I can't breathe. Now, I'm wondering if it's her face covering. She's not wearing it, right? It's under her nose. Pull the face covering down. You look like you're socially distanced enough so you can help you breathe a little bit. Maybe shoot for the salad bar or something next time. I don't know. All right, sorry. Let's get back. Sorry, guys. My bad. Let's get back to Logan Paul. Okay. So Logan Paul decides he's going to go full SJW woke, jump into these, head first into these protests. And listen, let me debunk this whole I can't breathe thing real quick before I get to this disgusting garbage that comes out of this guy's mouth. George Floyd said, I can't. Listen, first of all, 99.9999% of people in the world think that what happened to George Floyd was absolutely disgusting. Police officer to put a knee on someone's neck for 9 minutes is 100% wrong in every way. It's part of their police training. Obviously, there needs to be some police reform there to get that out of the training. There's got to be a better way for 4 cops to hold someone on the ground. That was wrong in every way, and that cop needs to be held accountable for his actions. I agree with that. George Floyd said, I can't breathe 4 times before the cops even got him on the ground. He had lethal doses of fentanyl in his system. And I've said in a few of my other videos, I'm a recovering addict. I have overdosed on fentanyl and heroin more than once, more than one occasion, had to be hit with the Narcan to be brought back to life. Now, on the overdoses, that's what happens. Your breathing starts to get real shallow, and all of a sudden you just go out, and that's it. You expire. He had lethal amounts. The medical examiner found lethal amounts of fentanyl, and he had meth in his system as well. Lethal amounts of fentanyl in his system. He said, I can't breathe 4 times before he was on the ground. That's what happens. You can't breathe when you take that much fentanyl. So it kind of debunks the whole I can't breathe myth. Like I said, the cop was an idiot, stupid cop to do that for somebody. Inhumane, wrong in every way. All right, let's move on. So Logan Paul decides to join these protests, these riots, whatever it looks like right now. They just peacefully protest, and I don't think he engaged in any of the looting and burning and destruction that BLM and Antifa do. But what he said on his he's got a podcast that's pretty successful. It's called Impulsive. It's really successful. Like I said, he's a successful guy. Much props to him for that. What he says is so disgusting. Listen, I'm not one of those people that believes in white privilege. I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. Let me just play the video for you guys.
Things I've learned, personal experiences, and finally I feel at a good spot in my life where I can speak up and speak with my chest out, my chin up. America is racist. Listen carefully to what I said. America is racist. I did not say Americans. Although there is definitely an embarrassingly large amount of Americans with the archaic belief that superiority is based on skin color. However, I'm talking about America as a nation. We are all incredibly unaware of how deeply intertwined the ugly roots of racism have embedded themselves in the foundation of this country.
Okay. That's just disgusting. Just disgusting. You believe we live in the greatest country in the world. There are no laws, there are no policies right now at this time in our country that hold anybody back. There are white YouTube content creators that make millions. There are black YouTube content creators that make millions. Listen, I'm not going to go through this and explain that garbage. Now, does America have a bad mark on its past for slavery and Jim Crow and all that stuff? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's unacceptable. It happened. We have done better. We've made changes to this country to do better. And we're continuing to make those changes to continue to be better and do better. Are there racist people in the United States? There are racist people all over the world. Are there bad cops? 100%. Are there good cops? I think there's way more good cops than bad cops. So to come out and make a statement like that is absolutely disgusting and 100% false. 100% false. That's not the end. Play a little bit more. So what happened though when I stopped it? He goes on to say, and you hear all these influencers and actors and actresses saying systemic racism or systematic racism, and let me explain. I'm going to go on and explain exactly what that means. I don't want to hear your stupid explanation of what it means because I think it's all a bunch of nonsense coming out of your mouth. So save the explanation. I don't know. I don't honestly believe this guy truly believes what he's saying, but if he does, man, he swallowed that, swallowed that narrative, hook, line, and sinker. Ugh, Jesus. All right, what else does he have to say?
Listen closely. One of my biggest learnings from all of this, and I'm embarrassed that it's taken me 25 years to realize this. It is not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist.
Yes.
Condemn those who feign superiority because of the color of their skin. Friends, hold friends accountable. Hold your family accountable. Hold yourself accountable. And most importantly, we must hold our authorities accountable. Police officers, politicians, policymakers. As Killer Mike said, bully the politicians at the voting booth. Mm-hmm. Make your voice heard. Attend a protest. Speak up against injustice. If you're white, if you look like me, use your privilege. And for those who do not think white privilege exists, you are fucking blind.
Yeah, that's about the end of that nonsense. So he said, you are effing blind. You are delusional. You are part of the problem. No, dipshit, you're part of the problem for spewing this stupid-ass narrative to all your fans who are probably a bunch of young kids that don't know their ass from their elbow, and you're telling them they have white privilege. Listen, Officer Brandon Tatum, he's got a great YouTube channel. He's got over 1 million subscribers. He's a black ex-police officer, I believe, from Phoenix. Lives in Arizona. This guy spits the truth. And you know what he thinks about white privilege? I'll tell you exactly what he thinks about white privilege. Because if you go to a store, the officertatumstore.com, you get a t-shirt. Exactly what he thinks about white privilege. T-shirt from Officer B. Tatum's store. It says, white privilege, a false ideology created to cultivate victimhood. A false ideology created to cultivate victimhood. 100% agree. I agree with him 100%. So Logan Paul spewing out this, it's not okay, just enough to be not racist. You have to be anti. What the hell? It sounds like that friggin' Ibram X. Kendi or that, what's that book? There's some book out there that, I don't know. These people are all, they've all lost their minds. This narrative is just spiraling out of control. The book I was thinking of is it's called White Privilege by Robin DiAngelo. And it just spews the same dumbass nonsense that this guy's. Listen, don't buy the narrative. I can't believe this guy on this platform. Listen, I don't know. I don't know if he honestly believes the shit that he just said. And this, like I said, this was back in June. But and I know it's I'm a day late and a dollar short coming to the party, but I just saw that and it was like, wow, this guy really bought the narrative, hook, line, and sinker. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I just have no, like I said in the beginning, I respect this guy for his hustle, for the life he's made for himself, for becoming as big as he is and having a huge platform. But to use his platform to say the things that he does is a shame. Listen, that's my opinion. He's got his opinion. Clearly, we're on completely opposite sides of the fence. So I don't know. Like that's the great thing about this country is that you can agree to disagree with other people, and that's that. I just To call America a racist country is disgusting. It's disgusting. This country, like, why is it racist? I mean, look at all the black people that are millionaires and billionaires in this country. James Harden's a black guy, plays for the Houston Rockets. They just offered him a $50 million a year contract. $50 million a year contract. One's offering me a $50 million a year contract. Where's my white privilege coming in there? Oh, you don't understand what white privilege is. You know what? I don't care to, I don't think it's a thing. That's why I don't understand it. All right. Enough babbling here. Logan Paul, I think that you have completely bent the knee and you're pandering. And do I think you believe this stuff? I don't know. If you do, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Maybe you should look at it like you worked hard to get where you did and you had a dream, you went for it, you fulfilled the dream. Instead of thinking that it was because you were white that all of a sudden you're this famous YouTuber. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just rambling now. Thanks for checking me out, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think. You think this whole white privilege is a thing? You think that Logan Paul should be using his platform to spread that Robin DiAngelo, Ibram X. Kendi style nonsense and say that, if you're white, you're racist, and you got to be anti-racist, and you're white privilege, the stupid shit that these people are saying. I 100% disagree. Thanks for checking me out again, guys. It's late. I'm going to be going to bed soon. Like I said, me and the wife bought a new house. I'm going to be moving soon. Gonna build myself a little studio, so it's a little amateurish right now. I'm gonna have a new microphone, whole new setup. So it's gonna be good. Hopefully, it'll be a little more professional. But I just wanted to get started. There's a lot to talk about, a lot going on. So I figured that's the hardest thing to do in anything in life is to get started. So I took a leap. I started. I love it. I'm having a great time. I love the people that have subscribed to my channel. I love the comments you guys leave. So I'm just going to keep bringing you guys content. Like I said, the further I get into it, the better it's going to be. The studio's built. We're going to have some great videos coming out. We'll get a lot to talk about. You guys stay safe out there. The world's gone crazy. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to your neighbors. Just be a good person. Help others out. And you're going to have a good life. Don't worry about all this other garbage this guy's talking about. Just put that in the back of your mind. Just be a good person. Doesn't matter. Color of skin should never come into play. So it only does to these people. They're the ones that want to keep pointing it out. All right, have a good night, guys. Peace.